My name is Alessandra Aderholt. I'm the Executive Director for WASA Events. When I started my role, we had a board of directors of 15 members, and it was my initiative from the beginning to bring in younger professionals to fill some spots on my board of directors, and I specifically targeted some younger professional women to step up and to fill those leadership positions on my board. So throughout the last 4 years, we have had 6 young professional women step up to join our board, and some of them are still on our board of directors and taking on roles such as vice president and secretary. I was looking for women that are passionate just about our community and about serving others. I think it's really important to see them grow in their positions and to see other ways that they can serve their community. If you don't have nonprofit experience, sometimes it's kind of difficult to be all of a sudden thrown into it. So I feel like joining a board or a board of directors or just becoming a volunteer is something that's super important. And then you can see those leadership opportunities that are available to be able to grow in those positions.
My name is Leah Beckman. So another coach and myself, we partnered together and we played a key role in bringing a junior coach mentorship program to life in our local figure skating clubs. Together, we worked together to structure a program to ensure that it met the needs of both the junior coaches and the overall club. We provided valuable insights together, and we really learned the fact of the importance of actively listening to each other and kind of collaboratively taking different perspectives and kind of putting them together. This formed obviously a lot more relationships with other coaches, as we all kind of observed some of the junior coaches lack the confidence that they need. Bringing the program to life, it kind of hopefully set an example for future coaches to feel confident and assert themselves stepping into a leadership position. So that way, if they're really passionate about something, that they also step up to make the change. This makes myself and the other coach, we felt really good after it was approved to kind of make sure that going forward, we have a good foundation for future coaches to come up.
My name is Ashley Dupree-Bowman. Recently had a Chamber Fun at 5 event, and we had a colleague who loves decorating. So I use that as an opportunity to expand her leadership, to kind of take charge, to run the event. And she did it, and she ran with it, and she did an absolutely amazing job. We never could have imagined that the branch would have been so beautiful. She took a lot of time, and you could really see her excel and expand going through that process. To me, it was just learning that you really need to, and I guess I've known this, but seeing it firsthand was that you need to let people figure out what they want to do. You can't run everything, you can't do it all. You have to let them find somebody else who finds that as a passion and let them run with it. Part of being successful at work and feeling engaged is having those opportunities to maybe do something outside of the box that she wouldn't have been able to do on another day if we weren't having this event. It's really nice to see that people, you want somebody to enjoy what they're doing, so finding that opportunity for them to participate and allowing them to run with it.
My name is Nicole Johnson. I had a younger banker who was very shy, very not confident in her abilities and herself. And I really worked with her for the course of 2 years to really just show her the actual impact she was having. It was so much greater than what she even realized. And when it came time for her to have an opportunity to apply for, she was not even considering it for herself. And I talked her through it. I helped her prep. I helped her with her resume. And I spent a lot of time encouraging her, and she ended up getting the role, and then elevated further within that company. And when I ended up leaving that company, she wrote me the nicest thank you, and this letter was so, I was crying, crying a lot, but it was just so beautiful to see the transformation that she had in her own self-confidence. So it was something I was really proud of, and I know she's so proud of where she ended up in that role too.
My name is Lindsay Lewitsky. When I was first introduced as the president of the Education Foundation to this project, I immediately saw 8-year-old me willing and ready to play any sport, anything, really just be active. And so I knew that dream lives inside other girls as well. It's not just me. And so that was was my main cause as to why I was like, hey, I think this community could benefit 100% from this. That little girl who really loves soccer, who really loves to run, who really just enjoys sports, and it feels confident, most confident on the field, will benefit tremendously from that and really grow in her life from that. But I would say even just in the gathering of information and gathering of sponsors and dollars for this facility, it was 3 of us. Casey Demers from Bolt and myself, and then Dr. Christine Gilmore from the former superintendent of DC Everest. The 3 of us women walked into boardrooms where they were predominantly male, and so we had to have ourselves put together, ready to go, our facts together, and really just showing everyone that this is a facility where everyone can dream, where everyone can become themselves, and whether that be for the toddler all the way up to the active older adult. And so to be able to I would say bring those other 2 with me and to have that leadership capacity was really just a good thing for us as a group of 3 women.
My name is Beth Chittine. Since starting the Human Resources Department a number of years ago, it has just been me in the department, and I was in the day-to-day functions, and ultimately I decided then at that point, we were so busy, and so I said, okay, I really need some help. And so what I ended up doing was, about a year ago, I had hired somebody, and to be in the HR department with me, I hired an administrative HR assistant. And she, little did I know, she would come in and really hit the ground running and really make such an impact. Recently, I've decided to promote her, and so she is now our HR manager, and she is a part of our leadership team, and she is going to the Transformational Leadership Program and doing a fantastic job. She has been really just such a great addition to our team. Having her take over some of those human resource functions for me has given me the opportunity and the ability to be able to grow and to be able to lead, which is not something that I really had before. So I have said before, I don't necessarily consider myself a natural born leader, but what I do have is a passion for our people, and I also have some really, really great resources, and this is definitely, by bringing her into the position that she's in now, it's definitely given me the opportunity to be able to grow a whole lot as a leader.
My name's Misty Wolf. The way that I take women and put them into leadership roles is by taking their voices. I actively put myself into their shoes and find the stress points that they have in their lives to better their profession and to better our customers here at Nicolet. These conversations, I value all voices. And with that, I am looking for growth, leadership, and advancement. I'm looking to find ways that are impactful, influential, and authentic. What I learned from these experiences is that I build trust and that I also am able to connect with others outside of my office wall. There was a new system that we had released into our Salesforce regarding our retail staff, and it was viewing transactions in Salesforce instead of using another platform that we use. To be able to bring this together for a seamless transition and be able to view everything that we need to in one location, I showed this to our frontline staff, gave them a preview of what's coming out, and I was able to collect feedback from them so that when we released this item, we were able to have a functional product and it could be as successful as they choose to use it.
My name is Joya. So I was part of an organization where there was another female who was very quiet, but she was very full of life and had a lot of potential, very good, very organized, and had a lot to be able to lead, but just one needed a little nudge. So it was nice for me to be able to just kind of push her and be like, hey, let's walk through how we can go about refining your speech. How can we do it so that you can buy in? What ideas do you have that we can reinforce? And at the end of the election, she ended up winning that position. And then the following year, just by all herself, she ended up taking the presidential position. So, I mean, it definitely is something that was very fulfilling to me, because these are situations where I have been in, where I was the other person, the person where you just needed a little nudge, a little more that, you know what, somebody is there to support you, somebody's on your side, somebody believes in you. So it was nice to be able to do that as well, when it's something that I have luckily ran into a lot growing up. Oh, I looked at some of these women who were able to empower me, and to be able to turn around and be like, hey, you know what, I have some kind of expertise in something now, so can I turn this around and empower somebody else?